We caught this perfect moment in Halifax without stressing over a schedule because
Planning travel used to mean juggling 12 browser tabs, 3 apps, and somehow still missing the best spots. What if your AI travel advisor could read your cruise itinerary, research local attractions, fact-check opening hours, and revise your entire morning plan, all while you sip your coffee? Watch what happens when travel planning stops being work and starts being, well, actually fun. I'm taking a Virgin Voyages cruise to Halifax this September, and I need help planning our morning before a culinary tour. Instead of the usual travel planning chaos, I'm going to show you how CharmIQ turns scattered research into a polished itinerary without leaving your workspace. Let's dive in. First, I'm opening a workspace and bringing in our travel advisor agent. You can see his description here. He's built specifically for crafting personalized travel plans. I'm setting the output to long because I want detailed recommendations, not just bullet points. Now here's the setup. I've got my cruise itinerary screenshot showing we dock in Halifax at 8 a.m. We've already booked a culinary tour, a taste of Nova Scotia, from 2:15 to 5:45 p.m. That leaves us with the morning free, and I want to maximize our time. I'm telling this information to our travel advisor and ask him to suggest an itinerary to maximize our time in Halifax that morning. And there it is. Look at this comprehensive morning plan. Halifax Seaport and Pier 21, a stroll along the waterfront boardwalk, and the Halifax Citadel. He's even included logistics, timing, and why each location matters. But here's something I want to verify. He mentions the noon gun firing at the Citadel at 12 p.m. That sounds amazing, but I want to double-check the museum's actual opening time. Watch this workflow magic. I'm adding a breakpoint right here. This is crucial. Breakpoints tell your AI agents to only read content below this point so they don't get confused by the long conversation history. It's like hitting refresh without starting over. For my question, what time does the Museum of Immigration at Pier 21 open? I'm switching to our internet researcher agent. This one's grounded in Google search, so I'll get accurate, sourced information. He told me 9:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. 7 days a week, with sources I can verify. Perfect. Now comes the beautiful part. I remove the breakpoint and ask my travel advisor to revise the plan with this new information. I also mentioned that I'd love to see the noon gun firing and that I've heard the public garden is stunning. And, just like that, a completely revised morning plan that starts with the Halifax Public Gardens at 8:45 a.m., includes the walk to Citadel Hill, perfectly times the noon gun firing, and gets us to Pier 21 by 12:30 p.m. with plenty of buffer before our culinary tour. One more thing. I love coffee and pastries. Let me ask for recommendations along our route, but this time I'm switching AI models. I'm going to use Perplexity Sonar Pro. Different models bring different strengths, and Perplexity excels at real-time research with citations. Perfect. Look at these recommendations. The Smiling Goat Organic Espresso Bar near the waterfront, Uncommon Grounds near the public gardens, the Old Apothecary Bakery and Cafe on the way to Citadel. And check this out. Perplexity includes source links so I can verify every recommendation. Finally, I ask for the complete, concise itinerary. There it is, my complete Halifax morning plan, perfectly timed with coffee stops, transportation notes, and everything I need to make the most of our port day.
once you're satisfied, simply select your final plan and click the pencil icon to create a clean, standalone version. You can choose to save it as a new workspace or add it to your reference materials for future work. Want to share this with your travel companions? Just click the share icon, add their emails, and everyone's on the same page. Literally.
And you know what? Thanks to our travel advisor, we actually got to experience all of this. That's the famous noon gun at Halifax Citadel, and we were there at exactly the right moment because our itinerary was perfectly timed. We hit the coffee spot recommended. Look at that beautiful latte art and tasty peach muffin. This wasn't just a plan on paper. This was our actual morning in Halifax, and it was perfect. Here's what just happened. In under 6 minutes, I went from a blank workspace to a complete, researched, fact-checked travel itinerary. But more importantly, I orchestrated multiple AI specialists, a travel advisor for creative planning, an internet researcher for verification, and Perplexity for local recommendations, all working together in one fluid conversation. No tab switching, no copy-pasting between platforms, no losing context when you need to fact-check something. This is travel planning without the chaos. Whether you're planning a cruise stop, a weekend getaway, or a month-long adventure, this workflow adapts to your needs and your pace. Ready to stop juggling apps and start actually enjoying trip planning? Try CharmIQ and see what happens when your travel research finally makes sense. Until next time, travel smarter, plan easier, and happy charming.